Yeah! Welcome back to Salty Sweet. Today we are making buffalo chicken spaghetti squash bake. It's going to be delicious. Today we have our oven preheating to 400 degrees. I'm going to prep my spaghetti squash. The proper way to cut it in half is with Kung Fu, but if you do not have the skills, you can cut it carefully with your knife. And then we are going to go ahead and scoop out the center, the seeds, and the membrane. We will then sprinkle it with some avocado oil. We will salt and pepper that, put it in our 400 degree oven, face down for about 45 minutes to about an hour until you could pierce through this backside of the squash, through the skin, fairly easy with a knife. I like to use avocado oil because it has a high smoking point, so that way you're able to use it for a very long time in your oven without getting your house or your apartment all smoky. We've lived in many different apartments, and the joke was that Mom is cooking every time it got smoky in the house. All right, there we go. There's one side. Do the same thing on the other. If you're making this for a large amount of people, you're going to want to do a couple of these. This will be enough to feed my family of 4. Got 2 little ones. If they were older, I'd have to do 2. All right, beautiful. We're going to go ahead and give them a good sprinkle. Oh, I got close. Hello, hello. Good sprinkle of our oil. We're going to be very generous with our garlic powder. You should season every component. That way, if you just get a bite of that, I know I say it all the time, but if you just get a bite of that, it would be tasty. And some salt. This is kosher salt. Lots of black pepper. I like a lot of black pepper. Beautiful. Flip upside down and into our oven, 400 degrees, 45 minutes to an hour. I have cut my chicken breasts into bite-sized pieces, and I browned them in my pan with a little bit salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. I'm now cooking 1 medium onion in my pan until it's nice and translucent. I'm scraping up all those beautiful brown bits from when I cooked my chicken. Now that those are translucent, I am going to add in 1 brick of cream cheese. Mine has been used a bit. I like to use up what we have in the fridge. So there we go. Adding that in. My heat right now is on low, medium, low. We are going to go ahead and get that softened up. I'm going to add in a touch of heavy cream. I'm going to go ahead and stir this, making sure we don't scald our cream. This is a good time to really scrape off those bits as well. So again, we're on low heat. I'm gonna go ahead and work that around. Once this is completely softened, I'm going to add in my buffalo sauce. That portion really depends on how spicy you like it. I think we're going to add about 1/3 cup, but we will confirm that here in a minute. All right, now that we're almost fully softened, I'm going to add in a remaining cream. This was about half full, so this is about 8 ounces, I would say, of cream. I'm going to add in a touch of salt, black pepper, garlic powder. I will measure my Italian seasoning to let you know about how much. I'm going to put in a little over a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and mix that until fully combined. let this slowly go until all of the cream cheese is softened within it and it's thickened up a bit. All right, it is all thickened up. We are ready to add in our hot sauce. And I'm gonna measure it just so you can see. I'm going to add about a 1/3 cup. Beautiful. That looks great. Our spaghetti squash is almost done, so then we can combine everything here in just a minute. All right, you can even taste it at this point to make sure it is to the spiciness that you like. I am going to add a dash of ranch. This is Hidden Valley Ranch. Beautiful. Now I'm going to reintroduce my chicken. Let that warm up within the sauce. I will now shut the heat off on this, making sure, just because it will be on the warm burner, that it doesn't burn while we wait for our spaghetti squash. All right, I have scraped my spaghetti squash into my pan. I have added in the sauce that we made, and I've stirred it all together, topped it with our mozzarella cheese. Now, because both of my components are hot, I'm just gonna pop it underneath the broiler to get the top cheese nice and bubbly. So I will have my broiler on high, but keep a close eye on it. It's only gonna take a couple minutes. And it is all done. We are all bubbly and ready to go. Let me show you. Oh yes, so delicious. I hope you enjoy.